Welcome back to the channel. I'm Shango. So, as you can see right here, I'm talking about the Rode PodMic today. So, I've been using the Rode PodMic for probably about 2 weeks now. I'm actually coming to you through the Rode PodMic. This is actually a Rode PodMic and I have one on my desk. As you can see, I have 2 boxes. The Rode PodMic is a very good mic, a very cost-effective mic, especially if you're getting into podcasting. It is of solid build. Like the build quality of this, I'm not lying. Rode, you guys outdid yourself. This build quality is amazing and I really like the design. The design is actually, I would consider probably one of the best mics out there in terms of design. I love the grill. I just love the overall aesthetics of this mic. So I am giving this mic a big thumbs up in terms of build quality and the design of this mic. If you notice, when you're watching a lot of podcasts, most persons use the mic actually like this because they want to show off the design itself. However, this mic has some issues. And while I love this mic, I am not going to keep these mics based on what I want to do with my podcast. Now, this mic is filled with plosives. So if you know anything about mics and you know anything about plosives, whenever you use words with P like PodMic and stuff like that, it actually pick up that pop sound. So this mic is filled with that, especially when you use it like this. This that I have on it right now, this wind muff, actually helps with the plosives. This mic also picks up everything. I mean, like picks up all the background sounds and everything. And these are some of the challenges that I've had with this mic, using it now for a couple of weeks. And the reason why I'm having so many challenges is because of the type of podcast that I am doing. If I was going to just do a podcast that I'm going to be in a room with control setting, this mic would be a good mic. I wouldn't have to worry about spending more than $100. You almost can use any mic if you're going to be in control setting. But my podcast, I hope to carry it on the road. I hope to go in locations that are unpredictable so that I can, find people. I want to do multiple podcasts where I'm just doing some unpredictable stuff, so to speak, where I don't know the location, I don't know the background sounds, I don't know anything. And in order to do that, you need a mic that can actually do rejection, like rear rejection, side rejection, a really good mic. And based on my research, the SM7B is probably the best mic to get, and I'll be getting the SM7B so I can actually test it. So one of the major issues that I have with this is that the rejections are not so great. So rear rejection, side rejection, they're just not great at all. So oftentimes when you're doing a podcast, you don't necessarily want your audio to be picked up by the other person or vice versa. I have been having this problem with this mic because if you're on your mic, so to speak, and you cough or something of the sort, and that is being picked up in the other person's mic, it is hard to eliminate it when you're doing your editing. That's a problem that I've been having. Yes, I've been having that problem. It's very difficult for me at times. As I said, I've had experience where I was doing a podcast and I'm picking up too much background noise. And the less background noise I pick up, even if it's there, you can actually go in edit and put a music, like a background music, over the background noise and almost eliminate it. With this mic, it's just picking up way too much, especially when you have it at the recommended decibels for the preset in the Rodecaster Pro 2. I had to reduce the decibel to 30. I had to reduce the gain to 30 in order to not pick up a lot of background noise. When you reduce the gain to 30, you have to either talk louder or bring the mic closer to your mouth in order to get better quality audio. As I said, this mic is an amazing mic. I am glad that this mic exists based on the price point and the build quality. But I realized based on my testing that this mic is not for me, especially with what I want to do with my podcast. So while I appreciated this mic, I have it for, as I said, a couple of weeks. I really appreciated it. It worked, especially indoor like I'm shooting right now. It worked for that. When I go outside, I'm having a lot of problems with this mic. And that's the reason why I'm not going to actually hold on to the PodMic. And as I said, if you're just starting a podcast, and you want a mic and you know that your environment is gonna be 100% controlled, the PodMic is actually a good mic. It's like $99, so it's $100+. It's not a very expensive mic. The build quality is amazing. It looks good, but it really comes down to what you need the mic for. And based on my needs and the podcast that I am planning to do, the PodMic not working for me. So there are better sounding mic, but it sounds good just the same. But it's just not for me. And it's hard to keep this mic when it's not for me, especially, after a while, you don't want to be building up a lot of equipment or equipment that you're not using. And having used this mic, I've come to the conclusion that it's not for me. Alright guys, thanks for watching. I'm Shango. Feel free to like, share and subscribe to the tech channel. I'll be sharing a lot of my technologies that I use as a creative in order to create the content that I create, and technologies that I just like overall. So thanks again for watching guys. I'm Shango. See you in the next one. Bless up yourself.